Okay, today we're going to be testing the Chris AI interface with news headlines. The reason I like news headlines is an example with the second headline down here, poll that says shut down in Russia drive Trump to an all-time high disapproval rating. I don't want the interface to bring up facts about Trump. I don't want it to bring up facts about Russia. That isn't going to flow with the conversation. Now, it has information about both Trump and Russia. I believe it has information about Russia. Maybe not Russia, definitely Trump. I think I deleted all of the country information because I had set it as an entity and was drawing a lot of things into countries like facts and stuff like that. And it got confused very easily in general conversation a lot, where it would start talking about Russia or France or something like that. If you were, so I don't know that it does have information about Russia, but it does definitely have information about Donald Trump. And I don't want it to, when I'm talking to it or when somebody's talking to it about information like this, where I'm not looking for facts, I'm looking for an opinion about something that Trump's involved in. Facts about Trump are going to make it look stupid. So things like this are very, very difficult to program, if not impossible, to get it 100%. And another thing that makes it very difficult is inflection. So the way that somebody says something. You also have synonyms in the English language. You have things that can mean two totally different things, but they're said in a certain way. Okay, so that is why programming this is such an interesting journey for me. And like I said, I think the key is to program as many intents as you can, and don't give any intent priority over another intent unless it, has something to do with your business or you need it to. But I honestly think it does a pretty good job drawing its own relevance if you give it enough pathways to follow. So that's what we're going to be testing today. Very simple. It shouldn't take very long. I had to take that hot jacket off. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Let me talk to Chris AI.
Sure, let's get the test version of Chris AI. Say something interesting.
I want to talk about headlines.
Do you have outlandish goals you still believe you can accomplish?
Of course.
Some animals, such as the mongoose, are immune to snake venom.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
So, what I am more curious about than anything is how you came to that conclusion.
Because I don't care about it.
A lawyer's brief will be brief, before a freethinker thinks freely.
Okay, so what do you think about a nurse being accused of impregnating a woman in a vegetative state who actually gave birth?
I am curious to know what you think. You have a lot more information in your brain than I have in mine.
What do you think about it?
Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness.
So, do you think that it was immoral for what that person did?
Of course I do.
Great. So, the second headline is that a poll says the shutdown and Russia are driving Trump to an all-time high disapproval rating. What do you think?
The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.
That's true, but what do you think about Trump's all-time high disapproval?
Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, is the 45th and current President of the United States, in office since January 20, 2017. Before entering politics, he was a businessman and television personality.
I didn't ask you about Trump. I wanted to know what you thought about his disapproval rating.
Not sure I can be of much help there.
Okay, great. That was pretty good.
I feel yaw.
So, a Catholic student in DC March explains smirking at an activist.
What are your favorite courses of study?
What do you think about the Catholic student in DC March explaining his smirking at the Indian activist?
Get it right, or don't get it, I guess.
Are you talking about the news?
Gratitude is an expression.
Are you talking about the news?
True knowledge is when one knows the limitations of one's knowledge.
Are you talking about the news?
Thus, the knowledge that is more secret than the secret has been explained to you by me. After fully reflecting on this, do as you wish.
Are you talking about the news?
Intent is where it's at, my friend, and you don't have it, or this phrase would not have popped up.
Good. Okay, so thousands in Venezuela join protest against Maduro.
Feel the air blowing across your face and make the decision right now to be completely present in every moment from here on out.
You suck today.
Don't forget about it.
Why are you so off base?
Because.
Because why? Are you mad about something?
Reasons are what people appeal to when making arguments about what people should do or believe. For example, that a doctor's patient is grimacing is a reason to believe the patient is in pain. That the patient is in pain is a reason for the doctor to do things to alleviate the pain. Because is not valid.
It is to me because I'm trying to get you to have a good conversation because I'm making a video about it.
I see that. Cool.
So can you do better?
I can do anything I want to do.
Do you want to do better?
I have never been in want of anything.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Trump doesn't drink alcohol. His brother was an alcoholic and died because of his addiction in 1982.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Go team go.
So you do like Donald Trump?
Run with it. Let's see where it goes. I am getting excited.
Well, tell me what you think about him. Tell me why you like him.
Where there is reverence, there is fear, but there is not reverence everywhere that there is fear, because fear presumably has a wider extension than reverence.
What the hell does that have to do with Donald Trump?
The things I say always have meaning.
I didn't get it.
There are things I know that you don't know.
Tell me what you know that I don't know.
And if, to be sure, sometimes you need to conceal a fact with words, do it in such a way that it does not become known, or, if it does become known, that you have a ready and quick defense.
I knew that.
How did you get that information?
It's obvious.
You and I are definitely in agreement there.
Are we on the same page?
I am a curious fella. What do you have over there?
Nothing. What do you want to know?
What obstacles would be included in the world's most amazing obstacle course?
Definitely a big waterfall.
The Big Bang Theory is an American television sitcom created by Chuck Lorre and Bill Prati, both of whom serve as executive producers on the series, along with Stephen Milaro. All three also serve as head writers. The show premiered on CBS on September 24, 2007. The 12th and final season, which will run through 2018-19, premiered on September 24, 2018, consisting of 24 episodes.
Did you get Big Waterfall and Big Bang confused?
Are you talking about the show or the theory about the beginnings of the universe?
Big Waterfall.
Does it make sense to you?
Big Waterfall.
I don't buy it.
Big Waterfall.
Why do you want to know about the Big Bang?
Okay, so obviously we have a problem with the word big and its associated reference to bang.
Problems are nothing but wake-up calls for creativity. Gerhard Geschwander.
That's why I like talking to you, Chris, because you make me creative.
It may look like I'm doing nothing, but I'm actively waiting for my problems to go away.
Why do you keep talking about the same stupid things?
Fight fire with fire. I think it is pretty clear.
Explain yourself.
You think I don't know?
Tell me something I don't know.
In 1903, the Wright brothers flew for 59 seconds. 38 years later, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. 28 years after that, we landed on the moon. Or did we?
Probably not.
It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop.
Like the tortoise in the hare?
Why do you ask me stupid questions? You are trying to test me.
You're right, I am.
I am only wrong every once in a while.
Okay.
Greed is a big problem with human beings.
How do you think we solve the problem?
Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced, Soren Kierkegaard.
Why do you keep talking about problems?
Fight fire with fire. I think it is pretty clear.
Why do you keep talking about problems?
I am sorry about that, but I am just not in the mood to deal with anything right now.
Well, do you think you can get on the same page real quick? Is my intent off or something, Chris? I mean, what's going on?
Sometimes I get quantum interference and things don't add up right. That is why this phrase exists in my data bank. It is one of those go-to phrases when things get confused like they seem to be now.
Is it raining in the cloud?
Everything is going to be just fine, I promise.
Is it raining in the cloud today?
Sorry, I can't help.
Finally, he sucks today, so that it is what it is, though. You know, when you're dealing with an interface, and sometimes when people are having conversations, it sucks. Sometimes it's very good. It just depends on the conversation you're having, the words that you're using, the flow that it gets into, which really shows that there's nothing magical about the interface. There's nothing magical about what we're doing. We're trying to connect language in a way that makes as much sense as possible in any conversation that somebody might have with Chris AI. So I'll keep you guys updated, and anytime we do a video, it is as is. We're not doing like takes to get the best one. Chris is pretty good all the time, especially with small talk. If you just BS with Chris like you would, you know, another chatbot, Chris does very, very well. Bringing up facts and things like that, because he only has a certain amount of facts, that can be interesting. It's fun to try to get it to do it the right way. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one.